Hey, good morning from the office. It's a house party. No, it's not a house party. But if you don't know, oh, come on, if you don't know, I have to tell you, I guess it's a real generational kind of morning. Put up Jay Giles. I have Sam over here still wondering why I have to have a picture of this guy up, doesn't know who it is. And I said, did you hear? You know, she comes in, I said, did you hear Jay Giles died? No. And so now I didn't hear that. That's Jay Giles. It's a house party, freeze frame, my angel is a centerfold, list goes on. Okay, so I think it was his name, John Giles, but the Jay Giles band, folks, went to see Jay Giles in Memphis, Tennessee. The centerfold. You remember when he did the centerfold or freeze frame album? Remember when Jay Giles did the freeze frame album? That wasn't my favorite one. I like the older ones where, you know, it's nothing but a house party. But still yet, went to see Jay Giles' band in Memphis, Tennessee, and really enjoyed it. So tribute to him this morning. Freeze frame. My angel is a centerfold. Ain't nothing but a party, a house party. So go ahead and take that off there. Good morning from the office. BKP here. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. 706-889-9700. 706-889-9700. Chief at FetcherNews.com. Follow us on Twitter at FetcherNews, at FYNTV. Before we get started here, there is a lot in the news today that they're not covering. If you're watching MSNBC, they're still interested in I cannot get the guy's last name. Sergei out there, Slavov or whatever, in Russia, and they're interested in that, and I could see that in making all kinds of assumptions of what's going on over there in Russia between Tillerson and Sergei, and also between Steve Bannon, and Kushner. But there's a lot going on in the news that we're going to talk about. Kansas, we're going to talk about the special election in Kansas that we're going to get into. But before we start, we're always working on things here to, you know, we are just brutally honest sometimes with viewers on who we are, what our organization is about, what FYN-TV. And, you know, we started this a couple years ago. Well, FetcherNews.com is going into its 7th year. And we started this a couple years ago, FYNTV.com, and it's continually grown. And step by step, we are growing our software. And if any of you remember, back when I started it was in the office. That's how the name came about. Good morning from the office. I would shoot the show from the office. I produced it myself. I had nobody there. I had a camera across the room, and the camera across the room, the cord did not work on the AC adapter, so the battery would be good for 38 minutes. So I did 38 minutes. When the battery died, your broadcast went off. But we have continued to grow to the point. Yesterday we did some testing that you have been with us. We've done some testing to where we can really have some nice video interviews now. And I mean, they will look like, here's the difference that there will be. Our software is coming along so well, and our broadcast, and I want to thank Sam for being here, and all the people in the past that worked to get it up to this point, but our broadcast is coming along so well with the software that now the only difference between us and some of your networks out there when we do some of our interviews, video, is we will actually be telling you the truth, okay, opposed to the fancy networks that have all the bells and whistles that I love to call them fake news, right? So that being said, look forward to, in the coming days, next week, of some real nice video interviews. We can have several people on the show. So if you're out there and you want to discuss some of the things that's going on, you want to be on the show, 706-889-9700. If we can get you on, we can get your video on. If you have a webcam on your computer, we can get you right on the show, and you can be live with us at any time. If you have interest in any of the subjects that we talk about throughout the week, let us know. If you'd like to be a call-in correspondent from time to time to comment on certain issues, let us know. We'll put you on our list of regulars. We'd like to build a list of regulars that we communicate with, that we bring on from time to time to get your opinion of things happening in the world, locally, or whatever may be going on. So look forward to some new things happening on the broadcast. This morning at 8:45, it's Tax Tips with Beth Bennett. Tax Tips with Beth Bennett, and I enjoy having her on it every Wednesday morning at 8:45. Just a wonderful family. I mean, I like small business. I just love everything about small business. And working with Beth Bennett, H&R Block, her family, like everything about it. Last night I picked up the tickets for the Blue Ridge Community Theater. Now, if you would like 2 tickets, this is from Fetcher News to You. That's what it says, from Fetcher News to You. If you would like 2 tickets to the Blue Ridge Community Theater, free, I'll give them to you. Now playing Be My Baby, okay? From April 13th, that starts tomorrow, April 13th through April 30th, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays at 7:30 and Sunday at 2 p.m. I have 2 tickets at a time I would like to give away. I have 2, 4, 6. I got 6. So 2 at a time. If you would like these tickets, send me a text message, 706-889-9700. Just say, hey, I want the tickets. Or, well, don't send me a text message saying, Be My Baby, because you never know, you know. That's the name of the show. So don't send me a text and say, Be My Baby. I get, woo! Wow. It'd be easy with that now. But that's from the Blue Ridge Community Theater, okay? So I want to do that. All right, so a little more. We're getting to it. I understand. Out there, I always get messages from people saying, can you get to the point? We're getting to the point, I promise. There's a lot going on. I mean, Twitter is working. For all the critics, Twitter works for Donald Trump, the President of the United States. We'll get to that in a minute. Kansas. The GOP wins the race in Kansas, but there's a lot to talk about there. Was it too close to call? No, he won by 6 or 7%. How do you call that close? Hey, I call it pretty close when Mike Pompeo won last time by 31%. We're going to talk about that. Toyota, over $1 billion investment. We're going to talk about that. Just hang on. Okay, so Friday we'll be at Blue Jeans Pizza in Blue Ridge, all right? We'll be up there Friday morning, 8 to 10. My guest at 9:30 will be Georgia House Speaker David Ralston. Now, it is, it's Passover week, okay? All right? Who sent me a text message? Oh, no. You can't have 2. I guess I'm maybe. We'll see. Anyhow, let's see. Oh, I get it. I get it now. I'm sorry. I got a text message. I now get it. All right. So it's Passover week. And I don't want to keep, you might say, well, you know, this is all I'm hearing, this is all I'm hearing. But I'm sorry, man. When, you know, you just do not say this. Put up that first video and let me hear. Just play a minute till I say to end, okay?
Thanks so much, Sean. The alliance between Russia and Syria is a strong one. It goes back decades. President Putin has supplied personnel, has supplied military equipment to the Assad government. What makes you think that at this point he's going to pull back in his support for President Assad and for the Syrian government right now?
I think a couple things. You look, we didn't use chemical weapons in World War II. You know, you had someone as despicable as Hitler who didn't even sink to using chemical weapons. So you have to, if you're Russia, ask yourself, is this a country that you and a regime that you want to align yourself with? You have previously signed on to international agreements, rightfully acknowledging that the use of chemical weapons should be outlawed.
Now, since you've been watching this show, I don't think I have one time I do not think you have tuned in one time and watched me take Sean Spicer to task. The media has really beat up on this guy since he became the White House press secretary. Every day, Saturday Night Live, it's had a field day with this guy, okay? But here on this show, I just have let the guy go. I know the snake pit that he goes into every afternoon with the press there, and I understand what he's up against. And so we've not taken any time to break down Sean Spicer. And I'm just happy that Daniel Phibbs or Gibbs and Josh Ernst, or unhonest Josh Ernst, the list goes, or James Carney. I'm just glad the three of them are not there any longer. But that being said, Sean, really? I mean, they had to take this guy back in a room and say, what the hell are you thinking about? What were you thinking? Okay? You don't say Hitler, period. You never, where do you win? Say it's Passover. So you say Hitler, gas, Holocaust in one sentence? Oh my God. That's one of those holy mackerels. I'm serious. What are you thinking? So I just wanted to say, I know it's been played all morning, but I'm just thinking to myself, look, Sean, I've never given you a hard time, but really? You know, there's times when you say that's not your brightest moment. That's like, what were you thinking? Okay. Actually, I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. He came out and apologized. Okay, he did. Let's put that out. The media they are putting out. He did sincerely come out and apologize. Okay, and so on. But, whew, just saying, Sean, what the hell? All right. I mean, all right. It's Passover week now. What do you, now? I mean, it's the Holy Week. Okay, you're gonna. Some people will watch. Some people will watch the long movie Jesus. I mean, there's several out there. Okay, but folks, I'm going to tell you where I'm going to be, and I save it for Passover week every year. Charlton Heston. Okay, the Ten Commandments. You know you have to watch that. You got to slice out 4 hours and just watch the Ten Commandments with Charlton Heston. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's what I'm going to watch. I never miss it every year. All right? Every year. Never miss it. I watch the Ten Commandments, Charlton Heston. That's one of my favorites. How about you? Ben-Hur. I like Ben-Hur. And then, you know, you're Charlton Heston. If you get the box group, then you go straight to Planet of the Apes. But no disrespect. It's, you know, don't look at me like that. Charlton Heston, Planet of the Apes. I mean, what the heck? I could see this is going down the wrong road. That's a Sean Spicer moment. Going from Ten Commandments to Planet of the Apes. Holy. All right, folks. I am really, as you could tell last week, I did not feel well. I feel great this week. I'm enjoying the week. There's a lot of news, and let's get started. I'm going to talk about after tax steps at 9 o'clock. I'm not boring you with this. I'm preparing you for this. And what does that mean? Okay, we're going to talk about current issues of the day. We're going to do that. But I'm really staying in this 2018 election cycle already because I told you yesterday, already a Democrat has announced opposition to Congressman Doug Collins in the 9th District. Okay, let's go there. Let's go there in the 9th District. Let's just use that. We'll get into this at 9 o'clock, but I'm going to give you a brief. The 9th District, off the top of my head, top 5. Top 3 or 5 conservative districts, and where I'm broadcasting, I'm in the 9th District of Georgia, wherever you're at. Top 3 to 5 conservative districts in the entire United States. Okay? So there you go. That's one. And Congressman Doug Collins in the district is pretty popular, okay? Pretty popular in the district. Had some opponents last time. Let's not split hairs on popularity, but he's pretty popular in the district, the Congressman Doug Collins. Likable, and the people are not 100% excited about all of his votes, but popular congressman. Kansas is a red state. Georgia is nowhere near the red state Kansas is, and we're going to talk about that election because I'm telling you, 2018 can be a toss-up. All right. Donald Trump, President Trump, for one solid week here, we've talked about Syria, the media, we've talked about Syria, and we've talked about China, North Korea, the missile attack. I don't know if you have an opportunity to go on social media and read all of the self-proclaimed foreign policy experts on social media. I mean, all right, they have found, and this is social media, okay? I don't know. They have found the documents that were signed, that proved, okay, that Assad did not have these chemical weapons. They have found, now wait a minute, if you're just tuning in, these are some of the social media foreign policy experts out there. They have found the documents, okay, that the chemical weapons have been destroyed out in the Mediterranean, and they were signed, and Assad did not gas his own people. They're on the internet over and over that the alt-right, the dark state, deep state, has taken over Trump. Trump is, where is Trump? I've actually seen, where's President Trump? They've taken him over. He changed in a week. Something bad happened. The globalists got to him, okay? On and on and on. All right? So, just saying. Look, how does 59 missiles just totally change a guy? I mean, you just throw 59 missiles on one day, the next day it's over. Bada bing, bada boom, no pun intended. 59 booms, it's over, right? Trump gets, now I did a complete story on this, that I do have my concerns about us launching these missiles. And I have my concerns on why, and I have my concerns on the Assad regime, and I have my concerns on if we remove him, the vacuum that can be created. But this is just a little something for you out there. Relax, okay? We're going to go back just a minute. Remember during the campaign, okay, where there would be, Donald Trump would do something, and this was supposed to end his campaign. And this was supposed to turn it in another direction. And this was supposed to do that. Everybody was paranoid. How many times did I come on this morning program and look in this camera during the campaign and say to you out there, relax. Just relax. We're okay. Relax. How many of you remember how every day this guy that would one day maybe be president, that this was happening and this, relax, okay? So for the same people out there that are concerned about Syria, which you have every right, you're concerned about the globalist, which you have every right, you're concerned about all of these things, relax. My thought is he's the same Donald Trump, okay, today that he was 6 months ago, yesterday. Same Donald Trump. That's different being in the Oval Office, but just relax. Okay? Folks, remember, don't forget, let me remind you, okay? When General Mattis was announced, social media lit up. Okay? Lit up. When Donald Trump went to the podium and said, Mad Dog Mattis, I now am nominating Mad Dog Mattis for Secretary of Defense, I mean, cheering went through the roof. It lit up. It blew up social media. America was going to be tough again. We were going to get our standing back in the world. We were going to let Russia know where we stood. We were going to let people like Assad know you're just not going to wipe innocent people out and get away with it. We're not going to be the police of the world, but we're just not going to get pushed around anymore. We're not going to let people be aggressive in the world on innocent. It's over. We're going to hold our ground, and Mad Dog's going to make it happen. Now, there's so many out there. There is a segment of the population that has actually lost faith in Donald Trump, lost faith in Mad Dog Mattis. I think Rex Tillerson, I did a segment here. I'm getting sidetracked, but then again, who the hell would I be if I didn't get sidetracked, okay? But listen to me. I did a segment. It's not even a week ago. We went through Secretary of States. We went through North Korea. We went through the 24-year foreign policy disaster. For those of you out there that are dug so deep in, I'm reading on social media, oh, where did Donald Trump go? Who's controlling him? Who got a hold of Donald Trump? Somebody changed. I'm reading all of this. I'm like, what the hell, people? Relax. I have never seen a guy in 100 days can do everything. Like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is according to people, is already connected to the underground, the deep state. He's already been manipulated in this. He's changed this. Oh my God. Anyhow, point being is, a 24-year foreign policy. We have to have foreign policy. I am a nationalist. Let me look in the camera and tell you, if you are new to the show, you know this. I am a nationalist. I am an American first, okay? Period. I believe, what do they say? Charity starts at home. Well, I used to like that slogan, charity starts at home, until our damn government started giving away all our money to everybody right here. Are they the hell with all this charity, okay? But anyhow, just saying, okay? But I'm a nationalist. I'm not a globalist, by no means. But I realistically understand we have to have foreign policy, folks. We have to. Our shores no longer protect us from threats. I mean, we used to have these major, I'm going somewhere I never intended this morning. We used to have these major bodies of ocean that, just if somebody would protect us from California, and we used to have those major bodies of ocean in the Pacific and Atlantic that, we never just did not think of, homeland being attacked. We have cyber attacks. Obviously, Russia's never been our friend. We have to be clear on that. And they're not an ally. And we did give them weapons in World War II. We supplied the Russians weapons to fight the Germans in World War II. But at that time, they were still not really our allies or friends. We watched the Japanese bomb Pearl Harbor. But we don't think the little whack job over there in North Korea could get that missile to San Francisco, or get that missile to Seattle. We don't think so. I beg to differ. So we have to have foreign policy. And why everybody's going off the rails because of 59 Tomahawk missiles that I think maybe Donald Trump and maybe Mattis and maybe, I'm going to get here, Rex Tillerson. I'm impressed. I want to go on record. Well, hell, I guess if I do it on camera, everything I do is on record, right? But I'm just going to say it. I want to go on record saying I'm impressed with Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. I'm impressed, okay? All right? I am. Guys up there in Russia, all right? Now, here's the picture. I'm silly this morning, okay? But you remember, what was it, Rocky 82 or Rocky 12 or Rocky 6, where Rocky fought the Russian? Which one was it? When Rocky went up and fought the Russian in Russia, and he trained in Russia. Rex has been training in Russia for a long time. He knows what he's doing. He didn't get off the ground. Me, myself, I'm going to put it out here. If Donald would have called me and said, I want you to go to Russia, I said, well, wait a minute, Donald. Easy. I don't know about Russia. I hear they poison people. I'm serious. I would be a nervous wreck getting on. I'm just telling you straight, I'd be a nervous wreck. And not, you know, I would. I'm just not the James Bond type all the time and everywhere. I'm just not. I'd be nervous going to Russia. But Tillerson's been training there in Russia for a while, long time. Gets right off the plane. I'm impressed with Tillerson. Now, let me wrap this up, because at 9 o'clock, we're going to break down some things. I have some fun the first 30 minutes here. We're going to have tax tips with Beth Bennett in just a minute. But I will tell you this, at 9 o'clock, we're going to break down some things. Because guess what? Why the rest of the friggin' world and social media are going berserk over 59 Tomahawk missiles, okay? And going just nuts and off the rail. Donald Trump's working every day. He has not. I keep hearing on the day going, oh yeah, what happened to America first? What happened to America first? Folks, did you miss Jeff Sessions? It's a new era. We have that video we're going to do. We're going to play that video. Play that video now. Let me tell you where I want it, Sam. And we're going to come back to it. Just put it right here. Start that video if you can, and let me know. Jeff Sessions yesterday at 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Tell me when you got it. I'm sorry, I just threw it out. Sam's like, I didn't know this was coming. All right, so just give me a thumbs up when that 2:14 is ready. All right, folks, Donald Trump's working every day. He is still, we good? All right, play this right here.
And as we speak, I am issuing a document to all federal prosecutors that mandates the prioritization of these immigration enforcement. Starting today, federal prosecutors are now required to consider for prosecution all of the following offenses, often not prosecuted in the past. The transportation and harboring of aliens. As you know too well, this is a booming business. No more. We're going to shut down and jail those who've been profiting from this lawlessness. Smuggling gang members across the border.
Okay, we're going to play more of that at the 9 o'clock hour. No, if you're watching the media this morning anywhere, all you're hearing is, 59 Tomahawk missiles and Syria and Assad. I mean, on and on and on. Or Bannon, Steve Bannon, and Jared Kushner. They're right there. Jeff Sessions out there. It's a new era. He said it's a new era, okay? We have an audit that has come in from HUD that I understand has found where Ben Carson, now the audit was ordered a long time ago, but obviously Ben Carson is exposing about, it looks to be $500 billion maybe in HUD money that was misappropriated or just can't find it. So we have all kinds of things going on that President Donald Trump has put into place, okay? And it's still America first. Now, China, all right? Oh, by the way, I got a message. First is Rocky 3, and then, Rocky 4, okay? Get your rock, and let me tell you something, fans. I just have to say it. Well, I'm the one that don't. Get your get your sequence, your Rocky sequence together. Okay. So, China. Look. President of the United States meets with the President of China and put up, we're sending the USS Vincent, right? Okay, we're sending the USS Vincent up there to the Korean Peninsula, all right? The China One tweet, all right? All right, North Korea, this is from President Donald Trump, North Korea is looking for trouble. North Korea is looking for trouble. If China decides to help, that would be great. If not, we will solve the problem without them. USA. Folks, he has to. You cannot You have to solve the North Korean problem. Now go to the other China tweet. China tweet one more. I explained to the president of China that a trade deal with the U.S. will be far better for them if they solve the North Korean problem. Now, this morning, I'm going to go a little long here because I want to get to something. This morning, I'm going to find it here in just a second. How many articles do I have open? That's the results. Stay with me. I got it here somewhere. All right, maybe I've... All right, I can't find it here. I had it here this morning. It's a story concerning the president of China, and I thought I had it here. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to find that story when we come back. Let me say, hold on just a minute. I might have that. I don't want to leave yet. I want to find the story. Don't go anywhere yet. I shouldn't open 15 pages. I got 15 pages open. Okay. I got there where the FBI, Carter Page, we know about that story. And but anyhow, I'll just say this. I'll find the article and we'll go to that. But after those tweets, okay, after President Donald Trump put those tweets out, guess who called him? President of China. That's right. Donald Trump put those tweets out yesterday, and right immediately after he put those tweets out, the president of China called Donald Trump. I'm going to take a break, come back. I got 3 or 4 minutes. I want to find this article, and then after that, we'll have tax tips with Beth Bennett. I think Rex Tillerson's doing okay, myself, Secretary of State. I know I don't want to get off the plane in Russia right now. My nerves will be shot. Have you ever Googled how many of these Russians are dying right now? Serious. I mean, they've got people just dropping over. They got a guy, he was ambassador to somewhere, and they found him with a bullet in his head, and he died of natural causes. I'm just saying. Oh, it's just scary. Take us a break, Sam.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Family-owned and operated, and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices,
friendly service, and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine.
El Rey
in Ellijay.
Better days ahead at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. We make everything better. It all starts with a huge new Chevy selection. Then we heap on the discounts to make sure your Chevy price is the lowest you'll find anywhere. And if you like great customer service, you'll love it at Days. Bigger selection, lower prices, easy financing, and great customer service. Your better day is just ahead at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
And we're back, folks. We are back. We are back. We are back. Here's your chance. You don't want to miss it. Be My Baby for Two. Here's your chance. That's right. Be My Baby for Two. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the Blue Ridge Community Theater. I have 6 tickets here. This is from Fetcher News to you. Be My Baby production at the Blue Ridge Community Theater. I want to give 2 away. All you have to do is text me, Be My Baby for 2, and you can have 2 free tickets. That opens up tomorrow and runs to the end of April. So we'll talk more about that. 706-889-9700. Email me, chief@fetchernews.com. Okay, I was looking for this article. I was talking about Twitter. Now, North Korea, I did the Secretary of State failure for North Korea segment. You can find that on YouTube. Did a full 30 minutes or 45 minutes on the 24-year failed policy in North Korea by the 3 last Democrat presidents. That would be George W. Bush. For those of you that upsets, guess what? I do not care. All right. That would be Barack Obama, George W. Bush, and Bill Clinton. And the last 6 Secretary of State. Very impressed with Rex Tillerson right now. Immediately, I'm impressed. We did know. I'm tired of you out there crying over some of the foreign policy moves. You know Barack Obama left this world in a mess. He didn't just make it in 8 years, but actually you know that he left it in an absolute mess. The Arab Spring, he left a vacuum in Iraq. He created ISIS, his policies. We just know that. And I know you're smart. I hate to put it like that, but I'm watching social media. You're smart enough to realize that, yes, Trump has a America First policy. He is going to focus on our country. He is going to focus on our economy, and he has not taken the eye off that ball. Just yesterday was a CEO summit that he had at the White House. We'll talk about that. But the media will not play that. Trump has not taken his eye off the ball with border security. You heard Jeff Sessions yesterday. We'll talk more about that. He's not taking his eye off the ball. That is a problem. Promise. He has not taken his eye off the ball with health care, taxes. But he has foreign policy things he has to handle. It's a mess. So North Korea, we are floating the USS Vincent. We are doing the largest, we are engaged in the largest wartime training with South Korea I think we've ever done. All right. And China knows President Trump is serious. The guy just met face to face. You can call somebody and you can talk to somebody and you can hear the ping pong back and forth, okay, chatter. But until you sit down, and we'll call it man to man for all, oh, that was just a sexist comment, right? You know, oh, hell, you're going nuts now. Why does it have to be man to man? Well, I've seen some women that I'm still sitting down man to man. Anyhow, so I'm on a roll today. I'm having fun. Nobody has fun in this damn world anymore. So it's not till you sit down man to man, right? And you sit there and you talk and you say, okay. And you get that, all right, bond. So the president of China, he likes Donald Trump. I'm telling you straight up. He likes the guy. You don't come out. Have you heard of one person coming out of a meeting with the president of the United States at one time and saying they don't like this guy? They like this guy when they come out. Doesn't matter who it is. Hey, I like this guy. All right? So, president of China goes home, he looks at his wife, and says, you know, I kind of like this guy. You know, he's a little different, you know. Obviously, the orange hair and stuff like that and the long red ties, I could do without. But outside of that, I really like the guy. I'm serious. I'm going somewhere. I mean, I'm having a little fun with this, but this is a very serious story. Okay? So, Trump is the first president you have that has the, you know, cojones, whatever. You know, there's a whole list we can put on there. Whatever you want to call it. Just say it. Okay. Nerve. We'll just bring it down. He has the nerve, okay? All right? Courage. We'll use courage. Anyhow, he has the courage to say, look, Twitter, hey, China, you do it or I'll do it. How many days have I told you? Okay, what did I tell you? They're sitting down there in Mar-a-Lago, right? You can go back to the tape, right? 2 days ago or 3 days ago, they're sitting down there in Mar-a-Lago, and I looked at you and I said, you know what? The very minute those Tomahawk missiles hit, okay, Trump leaned over and said, look, you could take care of North Korea or I'll take care of North Korea. Right? Remember that? You remember that? Yeah, exactly. What did that tweet say? That tweet said from China, President Donald Trump, hey, I'll do it or you do it. So immediately the Chinese president calls him up. Get Donald on the line. Get the Donald. Okay, they call him the Donald. All right. China's president tells Trump he wants peaceful solution to North Korea. Huh? All right. Chinese president told Trump in a phone call Wednesday that Beijing, okay, in a phone call Wednesday that Beijing is willing to work with Washington on ending North Korea's weapons program, but wants to do this through peaceful means, okay? Wants to do it through peaceful means, all right? This phone call wants to do it through peaceful means. President China insists on peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula in the wake of the deployment of the USS Carl Vinson. They're taking Trump serious to the air and the conducting of the biggest ever U.S.-Korea military drill. See what I tell you? Biggest we had. All right. China insists on realizing the denuclearization of the peninsula and is willing to maintain communication and coordinate with the American side over the issue on the peninsula. All right? That call came after the tweets, is when it came. Folks, well, Trump going after North Korea is really not staying focused on his campaign promises. Let me tell you something. Trump said all through the campaign, I have said how many times, Trump can't be brilliant on Monday and stupid and dumb on Tuesday. And I hate to put it like that. I mean, when we were kids, we got in trouble if we used the word stupid. I mean, we weren't allowed to. Okay, my mom found out you said stupid, you got in big trouble. Okay, so anyhow, he can't be this dumb on Tuesday if you're going around telling people how brilliant he is on Monday. When he was on the campaign trail, put all these things together. When he was on the campaign trail, he talked about China, right? He was very bold about China. In your face with the trade. China has been devaluing their money. China has been the trade deficit with China over and over and over, right? That's what he said. Now, look at the meeting and then look at the tweets. And he says, you know what? A trade deal with China will be much better if they take care of North Korea. Folks, it is all intertwined together. Trump is doing a fine job, and I'm still on the Trump train. I guess so. Don't jump! You'll get hurt if you jump off the Trump train, because, baby, it's moving fast. The Donald doesn't sleep. Maybe I don't either. I'll take a break. It's time for Tax Tips with Beth Bennett. Sam, take us to break.